My name's Will.
Andy. Trey.
Christy.
Nicholas.
Christian.
Hi. If everybody could just take a moment and close your eyes and imagine what you've eaten today. Maybe you had a juicy apple, or you had a salad with tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, all that good stuff. If so, you have a honeybee to thank for that. Honeybees have been coined the world's smallest livestock, and for good reason. They help to pollinate 1/3 of the world's produce, according to the University of Kentucky. So you can imagine why in 2006, when they started to vanish without a trace, scientists hurried to discover what was causing honeybees to disappear mysteriously. When adult honeybees leave their hive mysteriously, it's called the colony collapse disorder. After years of research, scientists still have yet to pinpoint the exact reasons why honeybees suddenly disappear, leaving their hives to collapse. However, they have two possible theories. Today I'm going to discuss what CCD is, colony collapse disorder, what causes CCD, why it's important, and what you can do to help. First, what is CCD, or colony collapse disorder? A hive is considered to have colony collapse disorder when adult worker honeybees vanish, leaving a perfectly healthy hive. Eventually, the hive collapses because all that is left to maintain it is the queen and young immature bees. What causes CCD? There are two possible reasons for CCD to occur. One theory is the hive's exposure to pathogens and parasites. Van Eagledrop, a professor of etymology at the University of Maryland, suggests that a hive may immigrate from their hive as a way to control and regulate pathogens and parasite levels in their hive. While Van Eagledrop and his team did not find one particular virus or parasite that was frequent enough to cause CCD, they did find that hives with higher levels of pathogens and parasites led to CCD, meaning if the hive was sick, the adult worker bees would migrate away in order to save what was left of their particular colony. The second possible cause of CCD, colony collapse disorder, is the use of neonic pesticides. The use of neonic pesticides is increasing in popularity. The pesticide is applied to the soil and the plant absorbs it. So what happens is the pesticide is applied to the soil, and like water, the plant absorbs it, and then it's there. Therefore, you find traces of the pesticide in the pollen. This is more effective in killing crops, killing insects that eat the crops. And so instead of applying the pesticide to the crop and then water washes it away, it stays and it's more maintained. Let's see. Okay. However, since the plant absorbs the pesticides, traces of the pesticides can be found in the pollen. Pollen which the honeybees use to help pollinate other plants and to help nourish their hive. Ola Landin, a researcher in Switzerland, did a systematic review of research in August 2015 and concluded that not enough information was to support the claim of the pesticides making the bees vanish, but there wasn't enough evidence to say it wasn't. So this would be the next step in further investigating what causes CCD, and this is also an important thing we should look at. So why is it important that we continue to study CCD? Like I mentioned earlier, 1/3 of the world's produce is pollinated by honeybees. Honeybees alone are responsible for pollinating over $12 billion in crops, according to Geoscience Department of the University of Kentucky. Van Eagledrop and his team have studies that show that we lose about 23% of the bee population to CCD each year. If we lose the honeybees, we potentially also lose the plants that they help by cross-pollination. According to BBC, it could possibly start a chain reaction. First losing the crops, then losing animals who feed on those plants, and so on. It would drastically change our ecosystem. So what can you do? At local farmers market, you have the ability. You are supporting local farmers who use use organic materials and less pesticides to help with their plants, and you're supporting the local bees in your community. Second, you could plant a small garden or window box of plants that are free of pesticides. Flowers not only give an aesthetic look to your yard, but they also give the bees a healthy place to pollinate. And finally, If you come across a beehive, instead of like killing it or trying to get rid of the hive, you call the local authorities and they will relocate the hive to a safer place. Colony collapse disorder is happening all over the northern hemisphere. Scientists are still trying to decide what causes it and how to uncover that mystery. So the next time you are sitting down enjoying a lovely meal, make sure to take a second and thank the honeybee. Thank you.
Good job.